Hey there, hello farmer, welcome to farm. Eddie here. So today is another beautiful day here at the farm, and I want you to join me so that you can see what a typical day here looks like. So to start with, I'm going to walk around the farm, do some scouting, see what has been going on. So let's go. So everything seems to be going on well. You can see the Swiss chard coming up well after harvested a few days ago. Our onions have bulbed. You can see, yes, they're almost ready. We're having some good bulbs, good size. So these are almost ready for harvest. They're about 2.5 months, so in about 2 weeks time they should be ready. And if you can see, some are already have started the neck, bending the neck. That means they are ready. So hopefully we're going to be harvesting them in a short while, probably in about 2 weeks time. We received some substantial amount of rain after a dry period, quite a long dry period, and see, this is one of the things we're trying to look at. You can see there's a lot of water splash on the leaves. And this is really, it brings a host of fungal infections, so it's always good before to do. I think we're going to work on preventative measure so that we avoid fungal infections on this Swiss chard. So probably we're going to be doing a preventative spray later on in the day to ensure our crops are protected from any fungal disease. You can see how they've been splashed with dirt. So it's important to do preventative instead of letting the disease set in and start trying to cure. So because some of these fungal infections, curing is really difficult, but can easily prevent them from occurring in the first place. So it's always good, each and every day fasting, you do scouting, checking out for pests and diseases. It's always good, either very early in the morning or late in the evening. That's when most of the insects are active. That's when you can able to see what kind of pests you are dealing with. So that's more like it. I think I'm done with the scouting. So next, let's go and feed the birds. So in here we have our broiler chicken. There are about 400 of them at 33 days old. So let's go in and so first things first, let's clean up the drinkers. So we are currently feeding them with broiler finisher pellets. He said that they're at day 23. So for broilers, we just top up the feeders. You don't necessarily have any limit of the feed. So they'll just fill up the feeder for them to eat as much as they can. Because here for the broilers, what we are looking at is the weight. We want them to gain as much weight as possible so that they can be ready for the market in the shortest time possible. So we are done with the feeding. So now let's go back to the market garden with continue the rest of the chores for the day. So here we are. Next I want to prepare a section of this land there that I can plant some corn. So let me show you what I want. This section is just next to the Swiss chard. Towards the fence. We want to utilize as much of the land as possible. So this part here that has left over from the last planting season, I want to clear that and plant some more corn. So it's time to get my hands dirty. So what I'm going to do here is simple. I'm going to clear the debris, do the weeding, then some initial tillage, then I'll level up the ground, add compost, then I'll be ready to plant my corn. So these are the tools I'm going to be using here. I have these are the tools I'm going to be using. I'm just going to be using hand tools. I'm going to use a machete to clear any debris, a hoe, a forked hoe for the initial tillage, and a rake to level up everything. I'm done with the clearing of the debris. It's much better now. Some of you might have wondered why I've decided to cut down and uproot the bananas that were here. Let me just show you. This is the debris that I've gotten out of there. These were maize stalks from the previous harvest, and the bananas that I've uprooted. So the reason I've uprooted, if we check, you look at the root system. I don't know whether this will pick up. See the yellowing. So already these bananas had been affected by some bacterial. So whichever they would have just wilted off and died off with time. So what I've discovered, as I've been setting up this market garden, is that this soil has so many pathogens. It has bacterial wilt, fusarium wilt, nematodes. So I need to be careful when I'm doing some of these tubers, the nightshade plants, families in the nightshade, like tomatoes, potatoes. I need to be very careful so that either I look for plants that are resistant, or I just avoid doing them altogether, or probably make sure I treat the soil before I plant so that I avoid any losses. So let's continue. So guys, I think I underestimated the magnitude of today's activity. So what I'm going to do, just going to level up this, then we'll proceed on another day. So I just have to finish up here, level up, and call it a day. But before I call it a day as well, I'm going to check up on the chicken, confirm they have enough food and water. so then do the night. So let me just level up here. So the rest of the process, the composting and the planting of the corn, we'll do it on another day. So all seems to be okay. The containers, the feeders have enough food for the night. What I'm just going to do is change the water and then call it a day. Thanks for joining me. That's it. That's how a typical day is here at the farm. So until the next one, happy farming.